There's a number I need to share with you, and it's startling. By the time you reach age 60, you have likely lost a staggering 75% of the collagen you had in your youth. This isn't just about wrinkles. It's the hidden reason why joints ache, why wounds heal slower, and why we feel less resilient. But what if that number wasn't a life sentence? What if I told you that a huge portion of that loss is reversible? Groundbreaking science shows you can reclaim nearly half of your body's collagen-building power. The secret isn't in an expensive jar. It's on your plate. The problem is, most of us have been taught to think about this all wrong. We see a wrinkle, we feel a stiff knee, and we think, I need to get more collagen. So we buy the powders, we buy the expensive creams, we eat the packaged bars. We're trying to patch a problem from the outside. But the real issue is happening deep within your cells. Your body's own collagen-making factory is running on fumes. You can't fix that by just dumping raw materials at the door. You need to restart the assembly line, hire the workers, and protect the structure from demolition. Today we are going to do exactly that. We're going to count down the top 10 foods that actually rebuild your body's own collagen from the inside out. We'll start with number 10 and work our way to the most powerful of all, and I promise you, what you learn today will change how you look at your plate forever. Number 10, bone broth. Let's start with a foundational food, true, slow-simmered bone broth. Now, you might be thinking, I knew it, you just said eating collagen doesn't work. And you're right, but there's a crucial difference here. When you consume a high-quality bone broth made from grass-fed beef bones or organic chicken carcasses, you're not just getting whole collagen. You are getting a rich, bioavailable soup of the exact building blocks your body needs. Think of it like this. If you want to build a brick house, you don't just drop a pallet of pre-made walls on the construction site. You need individual bricks and mortar. Bone broth provides the bricks, the specific amino acids like glycine and proline that your body is screaming for to build its own collagen. When you simmer those bones for hours, the collagen breaks down into a more easily absorbed form called gelatin, which is packed with these amino acids. Plus, you get an incredible infusion of minerals like calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, which are vital for bone health, the very framework your collagen supports. I had a patient, let's call him Arthur, a 72-year-old man who loved his morning walks but had to stop because of his stiff, aching knees. He was taking painkillers daily. I had him start with one simple change, a warm mug of homemade bone broth every single morning. Within 6 weeks, he reported that the morning stiffness was dramatically reduced. He wasn't just patching the pain, he was giving his joints the raw materials they needed to begin the slow process of repair. For the best results, make it yourself in a pressure cooker to extract the maximum nutrients from grass-fed beef bones. This is your foundation for rebuilding. Number 9. Chicken, with the skin and bones. Next on our list is one of the most accessible and effective collagen-building foods, chicken, but specifically cuts with the skin and bones still attached. Think chicken thighs, drumsticks, and wings. We've become a culture obsessed with boneless, skinless chicken breasts. But we're throwing away the most valuable parts for our connective tissues. The skin is loaded with type 1 and type 3 collagen, the types most abundant in our own skin, giving it structure and elasticity. The cartilage and connective tissue around the bones, especially in wings, are rich in type 2 collagen, which is the primary component of our joint cartilage. When you slow-cook chicken thighs or make a soup with a whole chicken carcass, you're doing the same thing as with bone broth, breaking down that collagen into its constituent amino acids for your body to absorb and reuse. A critical point here is how you cook it. Grilling chicken at high heat until the skin is charred creates something called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These nasty compounds are like vandals that actively seek out and destroy your existing collagen, making it stiff and brittle. So instead of hard grilling, opt for slow roasting, braising, or simmering in a soup or stew. This method protects the valuable components and makes them easier for your body to use in its own collagen synthesis process. Number 8. Sardines, with skin and bones. This might surprise some of you, but the humble sardine is a powerhouse for collagen protection and production. When you buy sardines packed in olive oil, make sure you get the kind with the skin and bones still intact. Just like with chicken, the delicate skin and tiny edible bones are a fantastic source of collagen and calcium. But that's only half the story. The real magic of sardines lies in their incredibly high content of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. One of the biggest enemies of your collagen is chronic inflammation. Think of inflammation as a low-grade fire constantly burning in your body, and that fire damages the delicate collagen matrix in your skin, joints, and arteries. EPA and DHA are among the most powerful natural anti-inflammatories you can consume. So by eating sardines, you're playing both offense and defense. You're providing the collagen building blocks from the skin and bones, and you're simultaneously deploying a powerful anti-inflammatory force to protect the collagen you already have. This two-pronged approach is what makes sardines so effective. It's a strategy for both building new tissue and preserving your youthful foundation. Number 7. Eggs. Here, we have our first food on the list that contains zero collagen itself, yet is one of the most important foods for building it. This is where we shift from just supplying raw materials to understanding the whole construction process. Eggs are what I call a perfect collagen synthesis food. Why? First, eggs are packed with the exact amino acids your body needs to manufacture collagen, glycine, and proline. In fact, the body's demand for glycine is so high for daily repair and detoxification that many of us are in a state of chronic glycine deficiency. Eggs help fill that critical gap. Second, the egg yolk is a rich source of sulfur. This is a detail that is so often overlooked. After your body builds the initial collagen strands from amino acids, it needs to link them together to create a strong, stable mesh. Think of it like weaving threads into a sturdy fabric. Sulfur is essential for creating these cross-links. Without enough sulfur, your collagen is weak and flimsy. Eggs provide that crucial finishing touch. They help ensure the collagen you build is not just present, but strong and functional. Number 6. Vitamin C-rich produce. If the amino acids are the bricks, then vitamin C is the master foreman on your collagen construction site. Your body literally cannot perform the chemical reaction to synthesize collagen without vitamin C. It is a non-negotiable cofactor. You can eat all the bone broth and eggs in the world, but without adequate vitamin C, those building blocks will just sit there in a pile, unused. We know this from the tragic history of scurvy. Sailors on long voyages without fresh produce would see their old wounds reopen and their teeth fall out. Why? Their body's collagen was literally disintegrating because they had no vitamin C to repair and rebuild it. This is an extreme example, but many of us today operate in a state of low-grade vitamin C deficiency, not enough to get scurvy, but enough to impair optimal collagen production. We're not just talking about oranges here. Some of the most potent sources are bell peppers, especially the red and yellow ones, broccoli, kiwi, strawberries, and cabbage. I had a client, Carol, a 68-year-old woman who was spending hundreds of dollars on skin creams. Her skin looked dull and thin. I had her change nothing else but to add one red bell pepper to her daily salad. In 2 months, she came back to my office, and the change was visible. Her skin had more life, more plumpness. We gave her body the foreman it needed to start building again. Number 5. Berries, all kinds. While berries are a great source of vitamin C, they earn their own spot on this list for their other unique protective properties. Berries like blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries are bursting with powerful antioxidants and polyphenols, specifically anthocyanins, which give them their rich red and blue colors. These compounds act like a personal security force for your collagen. Every day, your body is under attack from oxidative stress caused by pollution, UV radiation, and internal metabolic processes. This stress generates free radicals, rogue molecules that ricochet around your body, damaging cells and breaking down collagen fibers. The antioxidants in berries are expert scavengers, neutralizing these free radicals before they can do harm. Furthermore, these berry polyphenols have been shown to inhibit the activity of certain enzymes, like collagenase, that your body produces, and that actively break down collagen. So, berries work in 2 ways. They prevent damage from external attackers, free radicals, and they slow down the internal demolition crew, collagenase. Adding a cup of mixed berries to your morning routine is one of a delicious way to preserve the collagen you've worked so hard to build. Number 4. Garlic. Garlic is a true medicinal food and a champion for collagen stability. Like eggs, garlic's power lies not in providing collagen itself, but in providing the unique compounds needed to make your own collagen stronger and more resilient. Garlic is one of nature's richest sources of sulfur. As we discussed with eggs, sulfur is essential for the cross-linking process that gives collagen its strength and integrity. Think of it as reinforcing the steel bars in a concrete structure. This is what prevents sagging skin and ensures your connective tissues can withstand daily wear and tear. But garlic does more. It contains compounds like taurine and alpha-lipoic acid, which help fight the damage caused by advanced glycation end products, AGEs, those nasty compounds we mentioned that form from high-heat cooking and high blood sugar. AGEs make collagen brittle and dysfunctional. Garlic helps repair and protect against this specific type of damage. It's not just a food for building, it's a food for long-term maintenance and repair of your most critical protein. Now, we are entering our top 3. These next 3 foods are the ones that, when combined, create the most powerful collagen rebuilding synergy I have seen in my practice. Number 3. Greens and green superfoods. This might seem basic, but do not underestimate the power of dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, and arugula, and green superfoods like spirulina and chlorella. Their benefit is multifaceted. First, the chlorophyll that gives these plants their vibrant green color has been shown in some studies to increase the precursor to collagen, called procollagen, in the skin. It's like it stimulates the factory to start gearing up for production. Second, these greens, especially superfoods like spirulina, are nutritional powerhouses. Spirulina is a complete protein, providing a clean source of glycine and other amino acids. It's also rich in copper, a mineral that is absolutely critical. Your body needs copper to activate an enzyme called lysyl oxidase, which is the final step in weaving collagen fibers together to create that strong, cross-linked matrix. Without enough copper, the final product is weak. Finally, greens like chlorella support your body's natural detoxification processes. Your liver is responsible for clearing out toxins that can damage collagen. When your liver is overburdened, that damage accelerates. Chlorella helps support liver function, acting as an internal cleanup crew that protects your collagen from systemic damage. A daily green juice or a large salad is a non-negotiable for serious collagen repair. Number 2, avocado. The avocado is a near-perfect food for protecting and supporting your collagen infrastructure. It contains no collagen, but it provides a symphony of nutrients that create the ideal internal environment for collagen to thrive. First, avocados are packed with monounsaturated fatty acids, MUFAs. These healthy fats are incredibly effective at calming systemic inflammation, acting as a soothing balm for that low-grade fire that degrades collagen. A low inflammation environment is step 1 for any repair process. Second, they are rich in vitamin E, a fat-soluble antioxidant that works in concert with vitamin C. Vitamin E is particularly effective at protecting the fatty membranes of your skin cells from UV damage, which is a primary driver of collagen breakdown. Think of vitamin C as protecting the watery parts of your cells and vitamin E protecting the fatty parts. You need both for a complete shield. Finally, avocados are a wonderful source of soluble fiber and B vitamins, which support gut health. A healthy gut microbiome is essential for controlling inflammation throughout the body. By nurturing your gut, you are indirectly protecting your collagen everywhere. An avocado a day truly helps keep the collagen doctor away. And now, for the number 1 food you must eat to rebuild your body's collagen. This one may surprise you because it's not exotic, and it's not a supplement. It is one of the most powerful, nutrient-dense, and historically revered foods for tissue repair. Number 1. Slow-cooked beef connective cuts. The number one food for rebuilding collagen is a well-prepared piece of grass-fed beef from a connective tissue cut. We are talking about chuck roast, beef shank, oxtail, or short ribs. These are the tougher cuts of meat that are absolutely loaded with the very thing we're trying to build, collagen and gelatin. When you take a beef shank or a chuck roast and you slow cook it for hours in a crock pot or Dutch oven, braising it until it is fall-apart tender, you are performing a culinary and biochemical miracle. You are breaking down the incredibly dense collagen in that meat into a rich, savory, and highly absorbable broth of gelatin and amino acids. This is bone broth on steroids. You're getting the bricks, glycine and proline, in immense quantities, along with the complete protein from the meat itself. I had a client, a former construction worker in his late 60s, whose hands were so stiff with arthritis he could barely make a fist. We put him on a protocol that included slow-cooked stews made with beef shank twice a week. It wasn't a fast process, but over 3 months he regained a significant amount of mobility and reported a deep, lasting reduction in pain. He was consuming the most potent source of the raw materials his cartilage desperately needed. Choosing grass-fed is important here, as it provides a better fatty acid profile with more anti-inflammatory omega-3s. By slow cooking these cuts, you are creating a meal that is the ultimate expression of our entire philosophy, providing an overwhelming supply of the right building blocks in a form your body can readily use, turning your own collagen factory on at full blast. So there you have it, the top 10 foods to rebuild your body's own collagen. It's not about buying a powder, it's about a strategy. It's about providing the building blocks from bone broth and chicken, the essential workers like vitamin C from peppers and berries, the structural support from sulfur in eggs and garlic, and the powerful protection from sardines and avocados. And it's about anchoring it all with the profound nutritional power of slow-cooked connective meats. You have the power to restart your body's most important factory. Which of these foods are you most excited to add to your diet? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you found this information valuable, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. In my next video, we're going to talk about the 3 biggest collagen killers that might be in your kitchen right now, sabotaging all your hard work. You won't want to miss it.